Hello guys, welcome to the first game of Vici Gaming versus Speed Gaming in this G League Best of 3 series. I will be joined by 1437 again tonight. LD went to rest, so 1437 is here for this game. He still needs some time before he's going to come on, probably another minute or so. I'm going to start the game here. Alchemist and Crystal Maiden will be the bans for Speed Gaming, and Vici Gaming will be taking out the Chen and the Outworld Devourer. First picking the Visage for Vici Gaming here. The Slug hasn't been banned this game. The last couple of games in the new patch, everyone has been banning or picking Slug, so I'm not sure if this game, Vici Gaming or Speed Gaming, would opt to go for the Slug. Elder Titan seems to be a bit off the radar after the new patch. Like, his impact in the game somehow, after the nerf to the Spirit and the range of the vision, seems to me like Elder Titan sort of loses his effectiveness a lot in the off lane. But Speed Gaming is still gonna go for the Elder Titan here. Slug is still open, but I guess Speed Gaming are not gonna go for the Slug anymore since they don't really run Elder Titan solo mid. I think it's mostly played by Bone 7. I'm not very sure. I need to ask T-Burn about this. T-Burn knows them better than me. So Elder Titan and Mirana, yeah. They're gonna get Sing Sing's Mirana. So if they want to run an aggressive tri lane with the Mirana, I know that they will switch Bone 7 to the mid lane if he's on the Elder Titan, since they want Bone 7 to play the Elder Titan and they want Mirana to be played by Sing Sing. Oops. I forgot about something. Sorry guys. Sorry. Got it. I'll check if I have anything else to change. Okay, I guess that's about it. Sorry about that. So Vici Gaming will be following the second pick with the Dragon Knight here. So Dragon Knight would most likely be the solo mid, Visage would be the support role. Very aggressive heroes for Vici Gaming. These two heroes can combine to take down towers early on with the Dragon Knight ultimate and Visage familiars, and these two are just really good together in general. Most of the teams are trying to get the Visage combination with a lot of aggressive heroes, especially like Alchemist, but since Alchemist is banned out, Dragon Knight is a very good replacement for that. Both have a very solid stun, good AoE, acid spray for the Alchemist, and Dragon Knight has the flame breath. So all in all, these two heroes are really similar and fills the solo mid role really well. Very tanky as well, and has good range initiation. So Vici Gaming going to take out the Lich King. Lich King, one of the favorite heroes that Speed Gaming likes to run all the time as a support on AUI 2000. When he doesn't get a Chen or a Visage, they like to give him the Lich King. What else can they go for here? Maybe they can go for the Rubik combination with the Mirana. But Speed Gaming is gonna, however, ban out the Rubik themselves, so they maybe have something else in mind. What else goes well with the Mirana here? They need a reliable stun though. Maybe a Lion or Vengeful Spirit. That's the two I can think of right now. Slug will be taken out by Vici Gaming here. So what other supports will go well with Mirana? I'm trying to think here. Maybe Sand King. I remember Paladai playing Sand King before, but it was quite long ago. It was maybe before Korea, before the tournament in Korea, before the Nexon Invitational League, so it was quite some time ago. I'm not sure if he still plays the Sand King in the current patch, since Sand King is not very preferred by teams right now. Most of the teams want to go for the Earthshaker over the Sand King here. Speed Gaming going to complete their second ban phase with a Timbersaw, so they're gonna be the ones picking first here. What would they go for? Will they go for some support that will match well with Mirana? Maybe the Earthshaker or another core? But I don't think you should pick another core here unless you plan to have your Mirana as a support, because you don't want to reveal all three cores so quickly towards your enemy. There's still a potential Weaver pickup for Speed Gaming here. Weaver, Mirana, Elder Titan could be a good combination of three cores for Speed Gaming here. But I'm looking forward to them picking a support here. I don't think you should get all your cores at once. Makes your team unable to transition out of... If you need to transition out of a certain situation and you pick already 3 cores, it'll be difficult for your team to transition out of that. So I'm expecting a support hero pickup here. Let's see what do they have. My mind only brings up like Earthshaker, Sand King. I don't think they're gonna go for the Vino. Vino has been falling off recently, so Maybe Vino is not going to be the choice, but who knows. They're going to go for more aggression with the Enchantress here. Early aggression with Enchantress combined with Elder Titan and Mirana. That's a lot of early killing power on these three heroes. Elder Titan Aura will make the heroes weak. Mirana will go in with the arrow, Starfall. Leap gives movement speed, attack speed, and Enchantress will be there to deal damage with his impetus. And Creep's tanking up for the towers for them. So all in all, Speed Gaming has a really aggressive lineup here to deal with Vici Gaming's aggression. Like, both teams are going for a really aggressive early lineup. Visage and Dragon Knight are also really aggressive lineups. So let's see who will Vici Gaming pick up to combine with the Visage and Dragon Knight. There's actually still a Clockwork in the pool. I wonder if Vici Gaming will go for the Clockwork. Bristleback as well. Vici Gaming are on the dire side, so maybe they can go for the Bristleback and try to stack Ancients. Speed Gaming, however, would definitely try to disrupt that. We've seen that in the past games, so if Vici Gaming goes for a Bristleback here for ROTK, Speed Gaming would look to try to continuously disrupt the Ancient stacking with Paladai. Well, what are they gonna go for Vici Gaming? They're thinking hard for this. Clockwork? There's still Clockwork.
Oh.
There you are.
Hey.
Finally.
Oh my god, dude.
You left me hanging here, dude.
The heating in my home is like broken, and I was trying the entire time to find a way to fix it, but I couldn't. So I'm sitting here freezing my ass off. I'm actually wearing a jacket right now. Oh god, it's so cold.
Is it like winter season there?
Winter? Winter? Is this some kind of joke that you're trying to pull? I live in Canada, dude. What do you expect?
Man, I've never been there.
Oh god. Canada is like 80% of the time it feels like it's winter, so I mean, how would you not know?
Man, I wouldn't know. I've never been there. End of story. So we're gonna bounce into the draft. Speed Gaming.
Okay.
Speed Gaming, your friends has gone for Elder Titan, Mirana, and Enchantress. Really aggressive three heroes here to come up from them. And Vici Gaming has very aggressive in the first three picks. Visage, Dragon Knight, and the Weaver. What do you think E-Sama will go for here? Will it be a Kings once more, or something else do you have in mind?
Slug.
Slug is already banned out. Did you catch the games?
Well,
like
no. I didn't. I was actually sleeping.
Yeah, everyone was banning Slug out as well in the afternoon.
But I'm just surprised that BG banned out Slug. Like, the speed actually played. Like, I mean, I wouldn't know. So, but I'm just trying to take in everything that's happening right now. So,
do you think they would go for the Slug if it's open the next game, or do you think they don't play Slug at all?
you're talking about BG here?
No, Speed Gaming, Bone 7. Do they play Slug? Do you know?
I don't think so. I've never like seen them ever play Slark actually, so it's kind of interesting that the Slark was banned out, but maybe they know something that we don't. But at the same time, VG, from what I've heard, they haven't played against Speed, so yeah, and there it is, the Envy hero. Couldn't really get to it, but the Luna. I was actually thinking with a Weaver that maybe it could be like a Clinks game.
Yeah, Clinks is really good against Weaver if you get your Orchid faster than his Lincolns.
But I guess with the Elder Titan and the lineup that Speed has, 5-man pushing is gonna be really strong, because when Chinese teams pick this Weaver Dragon Knight or Darkseer 2 now, they always want a team fight with this early game, because even if they have like one item, they're like really strong because of all the spells that they have. They have Visage Nuke, DK Nuke, Darkseer, you know, team fight combos.
Hey
Weaver will always provide damage.
T-Ban, do you have your audio on? Somebody says they can't hear you.
True.
Did you turn it on?
Alright. It's on.
Okay. Go on.
Yeah. So like with all this teamfight combo, I think Speed might have the upper hand here just because of the Elder Titan. What do you think?
Elder Titan has been like in the afternoon, if I recall properly, lost all the games. Like Elder Titan nerf seems to be hurting him a lot. The vision nerf and the slight damage nerf on the spirit.
I think the damage nerf was pretty significant, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was 20 damage nerf at all levels. So,
Yeah, that's a lot.
but I feel the more important part is the vision that it gives no longer that as big as it used to be before. So sometimes you really see the supports rotating around. You can't really use it to scout as effective as before anymore. So I personally feel that it's the biggest nerf to him, the vision as an off lane hero. And Vici Gaming are gonna go for the Ducks here. So this is also a really strong 5-man lineup for offlaner like Ducks here. I was actually thinking they might go for a Clockwork because Clockwork was untouched the whole time, but they went for the Ducks here.
I mean, in these past few games that we've seen, Clockwork was either getting first 2 picked or it was getting completely banned out, right? And in this game, it's not even touched. And you know, Clockwork is considered to be a really good hero against Elder Titan because like later on in the game, he can just zip onto the Elder Titan. You want to kill that guy right away so that he doesn't provide this passive to everyone, and you can just focus him down, right? Without him being able to cast too many spells. But interesting that VG don't pick it up, and it's obviously one of ROTK's favorite heroes as well.
So it's gonna be a Shadow Demon, Luna, Mirana. Very good combination of heroes as well, I feel. But one more thing I want to say about the Ducks here. Ducks here plus Weaver and Dragonite are actually very, very strong together. We used to do it like when we were scrimming, playing against teams a lot. Darkseer with Weaver, but it was in the old patch. Darkseer Weaver, Darkseer Dragonite was something that I personally find really effective during the early fights. Iron Shell on the Dragonite, Iron Shell on the Weaver, those two things are really, really scary.
It really is, but you know what's even scarier?
Yeah? Disruption into
Shadow
arrow.
Demon Mirana combo. Yo. Oh my goodness. You know how many times Sing and I played that combo before when we played in mouse sports? Oh man, it's so beautiful. Like I try to abuse whatever possibly can whenever I play Shadow Demon.
I see.
Kunkka or Mirana.
I think that the Mirana does a lot more damage early on, but if the hero level goes up, maybe Kunkka will deal more damage with the boat combination with the Torrent. Which one actually does more damage, do you think?
I think
still the Mirana?
I think so. Like the Mirana it's just the hero in general, right? What it provides, like Spice like an arrow is gonna be so key. But now that Vici picked up the Abaddon, obviously you would probably rather have a Kunkka in this scenario than the Spice like an arrow that's probably gonna get shielded off.
Yeah, true. The Abaddon is going to be really effective in shielding and cancelling the arrow buff. Not to mention he can also cancel off the Purge, the Shadow Demon Purge, so could be really, really useful in this situation here. But
it's going to be really big.
But one thing I'm worried about them is they have only one stun because of that, the Dragonite.
They do, but this stun is something that's going to be really like you're going to have it up a lot of times. It's 9-second cooldown, and probably VG will try to keep this Dragonite alive as long as possible. It's going to be really tanky in this game as well. So, I mean, I don't think the stun is a big factor.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? Look at the... Never mind. Guys, welcome to the first game of the G League series today. Best of 3 between Speed Gaming versus Vici. And I'm going to introduce the team on the Dire side. Vici Gaming, ROTK on the Darkseer, the captain, the drafter. Super will be playing the Dragonite, starting with the Stout Shield, means he's not going to go solo mid. Fenrir on the Visage. FY will be playing an Abaddon this time around. And Sylar will be going to the mid lane, it seems, as his Weaver. The thing that I wanted to ask you was about the chickens, the couriers. Look at the couriers. Vici Gaming has 2 couriers.
Oh my
big mistake.
God. Fenrir? No, maybe not.
What? Do you think
Fenrir
it's on
bought
purpose?
What? Fenrir bought both of them. The Visage bought both of the couriers.
What?
And they go on cooldown, so how can it be a mistake though?
What is going on? You can go ahead to introduce your Speed Gaming fans first before we talk about anything.
Alright, here on Speed Gaming International we have the Captain Paladai playing Shadow Demon, Eternal Envy playing Luna with the Boots first build. That means he's gonna get a really quick upgraded Boots. Aoi 2000 playing Enchantress, Sing Sing playing the Mirana, and Bone 7 on his Elder Titan.
Elder Titan started with Boots as well. Means he's going to go to the off lane. So we will have a Mirana solo mid against a Weaver. This is really interesting. Are they gonna do dual lanes with Weaver and Abaddon?
It could be. Super's actually gonna be in the safe lane, so
You know, I've been talking to LD before, like how they prioritize farm on their heroes. Vici Gaming have been showing a different type of prioritization on the course. When they pick Storm Spirit and Lifestealer, they actually prioritize getting farm on the Storm Spirit because Storm Spirit needs to be the one controlling the tempo, and they don't go and protect the Lifestealer like most of the teams that did. Because in the afternoon we actually saw Tongfu did Storm Spirit and Lifestealer, and Storm Spirit got pressured a lot. He got ganked so much, and he wasn't able to control the tempo of the game. ROTK bottom lane gonna get drive out the lane. He really has to be careful in this lane with the Shadow Demon and Luna combination. He can't really just go up and try to get his levels.
This is gonna be a lot of trouble for Darkseer, and you can tell the way Paladai plays. He knows how to keep out these guys, and obviously Envy had a really good block as well.
Yeah, I don't see ROTK going to be able to get any levels here. He's just probably just gonna in the end run back to his jungle and try to get some levels from the jungle.
Even the jungle, it's so I think it's gonna be a little bit difficult. I see a Satyr camp, which will be good, but there's a Mud Golem camp as well. The nerf to the jungle. So
I think it's still alright if he doesn't get too many back stacks on this two side. It should be still fine for him. And looking at the CS spot now, Syla is still leading against the Mirana, 2 creeps, and Luna has 6-3 as well. Better CS than the DK at the moment.
Yeah, Luna's doing really well. I mean, they're getting zoned out so hard PG in the bottom lane.
Yeah.
ROTK can't seem to find a single point of XP, where Bone 7 is just stealing XP in the woods, and he's getting a lot of XP in the lane as well. I mean, when you have a Dragon Knight in your safe lane, that's kind of to be expected, right? He can't really provide you with anything, especially since Bone 7 has boots first. And wow, oh god.
Oh no, this is a haste rune. This is dangerous.
Bender could be in trouble. He needs to solo some Grave Chill and
Grave Chill. He needs to Grave Chill and run away. That's about it.
Or they just turn.
He has Aphotic Shield and the Death Call. He'll be able to save him if needed. Let me say something before anything goes wrong again or any kill happens.
Paladai's gonna get.
You know the boots starting point of the Luna. What do you think is the reasoning behind the boot starting point from Eternal Envy? Just to rush the phase boots quickly, or it's just a tool that he feels that getting boots early you'll be able to zone out the offlaner better? What is the reason?
I think it's you can with Luna sheer damage. I don't think she needs the stats much right now, and you can just upgrade your boots so much quicker. It's like normally you upgrade your boots by like 3.5 minutes or like 4 minutes or something like that if you get everything, but in this scenario he's gonna have it right now, or it's like 3 minutes. Yeah, I believe you're gonna be able to upgrade your boots if you want, if you get like perfect grips. But and the other thing is you can zone out the offlaner as well. Like you can see the way he's moving just to him. It's like you go between the creeps and the offlaner much quicker, and that means that you're gonna miss much less CS, and the offlaner is always gonna be pressured because of that.
So do you think that if the safe lane carry can always last hit without any stats item, getting boots first would always be the better option? Is that what you think?
Probably. If you're against one hero, then that is probably true.
Okay, that's really interesting. He always does stuff that no other carry does. This is really refreshing to watch.
It is actually.
He's actually going to go for the treads instead of the face boots. What do you make of this?
I think against the Darkseer it's probably a better choice anyways. The way that he's playing, like it's easier to push with stuff. Like we've seen MB go both builds, treads and face boots, and in this game he just and Darks and Weaver. Looks like he might want to try and stop this
Syla's gonna come in with the illusion here. Gonna try and go on Paladai here. The Swarm comes out, the illusion. Did the Swarm miss? Did the Swarm miss on Paladai? He actually didn't hit him. Wow.
I think he might have. That was really weird. It was right on top of him too.
Yeah.
Oh boy, Syla's
they might pay for this. The Centaur
here.
stop. Syla's gonna go down. That was a costly mistake. The Swarm didn't hit on Paladai. That was really costly.
It looked like he hit him though. That was
well,
really
he was like standing here, if I'm not wrong, and he casted the Swarm in this direction. It was supposed to hit him though. I have no idea why it didn't hit. I'm as puzzled as you.
Wow. And but you know what? The moment that I saw Salar walking down there with the rune, I was like, oh, is he actually gonna do this? Because Salar was only level 5, and you can easily overestimate the ability of your, Shikuchi at level 5, and you're not even level 6. You don't even have the insurance to like just
Man,
time lapse and get out.
to be honest, that was a kill. I don't think it was any. It was just bad execution. Do you really think that it wasn't a kill?
I think it was a bit risky.
Risky,
questionable.
okay.
I'm not sure. Yeah.
There's also one thing I just noticed, like AOI put 3 points in stats on his Enchantress as well. Does he usually always play like this?
I don't think so. I think sometimes he scales up like untouchable and stuff so that they can go and do Roshan much easier. But it looks like in this game where VG have like so much burst damage and a lot of spells, he's just gonna scale up the stats, I suppose.
Okay, I also
Just
feel so.
farming
Like
away.
to tank up, basically the most important thing is the Visage will be able to do a lot of burst damage to you and the Breath of Fire. So getting stats will help you against that. And not to mention it helps you farm. AOI is a really farming intensive carry. Top lane, Bone 7 gonna get Dragon Tailed up, Grave Shield already used before that, Soul Assumption gonna finish the kill there. Mid lane as well, Salah gonna run around with his Shukushi, try to get some last hit, gonna get hit by that Starfall, maybe use his time lapse to get some damage return. Nope. Not gonna do that.
I think Envy might have done that.
Yeah, I
In those
believe
scenarios.
so. And what do you make of this? Like ROTK has been staying in the bottom lane so long, he could have gone to the jungle. There was no one using the jungle here, and he's just only barely reaching level 3 after 7 minutes.
Yeah, and he's gonna go now. I think the idea that he had was if he stays at bottom lane, he's always gonna keep the Shadow Demon there, or if he doesn't keep the Shadow Demon there, then he'll know that they left to go gank somewhere, and he's gonna pressure the Luna as well, and hoping that maybe the Luna will miss a few last hits here and there. But the problem with that is they already had a Weaver on mid who's really hard to kill, but and they had an Abaddon in the off lane. I mean, in the safe lane, so that even if speed go all the way up there, it could be really hard for them as well.
Yeah, that's
I mean, I guess he can. I was gonna say, I guess he can say that if the Shadow Demon does leave, then maybe they can land like a disruption combo onto the Weaver, and that could be a problem. But
I was thinking the same thing as well. Like they have Weaver solo mid, hard target to gank, and top lane has Abaddon. So you usually do that if your lanes are weak, that it's going to be easily ganked, but this is not the case for them. So I was quite surprised that I was thinking he might have gone to the jungle a lot sooner than this, maybe at minute 3 or minute 4.
see the smoke gank coming from speed.
Yeah, Palada is going to wait for the 8-minute rune, but it's going to spawn bottom, so Syla is going to go towards the bottom side. Oh no, the smoke gang is going to get revealed by FY here. Palada is still going to run up here. Disruption. Where is the arrow? Leap into the arrow. Will the arrow hit here? No, arrow's not going to hit.
Just a little too far here. But AOE
Yeah.
2000 dealing a lot of damage.
Wow.
Oh, nice deny.
He actually managed to deny himself.
Oh, that was really nice.
What? He's actually level 7? I just noticed.
Salar?
No!
Salar?
AUI is level 7.
Yeah,
What?
he is. He farmed the woods, got his Midas really early,
Wow,
and
this guy is really the master of jungling. Middle lane, Paladai is gonna run behind Syla. Disruption to start things off. Soul Catcher, arrow gonna hit. No mana for Starfall.
to use Starfall.
Yeah, no mana for Starfall. They're gonna turn this around. Syla might gonna get a kill on Paladai. No, he's not gonna commit to that.
They don't have any sentries either.
Yeah, that was just really close. If Mirana had mana for that, that would have been a sure kill.
I actually think Salah got his Shikuchi off before he got stunned by the arrow. Cause like he was invisible, right?
Oh yeah, could be, yeah.
Yeah. So, but it was a really awkward kill because the Mirana didn't have mana to use Starstorm, so that's okay. And Envy going for the Helmet Dominator. Maybe we'll see him pick up a creep right now and start stacking.
So currently, Speed Gaming are leading by 3, almost 4. I think that's 4,000. Almost 4,000 XP. Gold wise, 2,000 as well. That's a huge lead after just 9 minutes.
That really is. And with this Enchantress, with this early game Midas, I think it's gonna be. It's like a three core lineup where Luna, Marana, and Ench are gonna be dealing a shit ton of damage, and obviously Bone 7 with his passive is gonna be providing a lot as well for his team.
If you look at the net worth, AOI is like the number 4 in the whole game. He's not even close to anywhere like a support. And what do you think of the item build selected by Sama? Skipping the miners, getting the treads, going into a Helm of Dominator. What is the reasoning behind this? Is it better farming?
I think it's just I think it's just to have sustain in the lane. Like if the
against
Dark
the
Tier ever comes back bottom, you don't want to be like running Flask or Tangles out to your lane and stuff. So look at Envy's doing. He actually took a range keep and he's just gonna stack up the camps instead of stacking up the ancient.
I see.
Ancient, right?
Well, to me, I understand that you against a Darkseer, since Tranquil Boots can't be used by carries efficiently anymore, you want to have some sustainability. So getting the Helm of Dominator and the power traits is really good sustainability for Luna.
Oh yeah, looks like Salar wants to go contest bottom lane here. I'm not too sure how much he's gonna. Actually, Luna has no mana. Maybe he can take this time to do some damage to him.
Yeah, and they are rotating the Dragon Knight to stand at middle lane. Arrow, gonna come forward, not gonna connect into anything. There's a ward here scouting the ROTK and FY's movement around, stalking them. AUI is gonna run into the enemy jungle, almost level 8 right now. He's gonna come with a centaur as well, maybe possibly trying to get a kill on Fenrir here. Fenrir is still level 5 with no familiars to back him up, could be an easy target right here. FY is gonna come over to back him up here. ROTK is farming in the nearby woods as well.
This feels really awkward for VG actually. Like their lineup is made so that they can fight early with all their spells, but speed, they're just sitting back and farming and trying to play some mind games here and there with the lanes and stuff. And VG, they're not even responding to their movements. They feel like they're pressured in every single lane, and that if they do go group up somewhere at some tower, speed is just gonna back off and
arrow.
Wow, nice arrow, but ult being used.
Enchantress is gonna kill Fenrir here. No, gonna use a soul assumption on the illusion there. Aphotic Shield gonna buy Vici.
They baited out a TP as well from the DK. So that's really good for speed here. Now they're just gonna move back and go push in the lanes where VG aren't, and this is gonna be so hard for VG to fight. Like when you're playing against Abaddon, probably you wanna try and rat Dodo as much as you can. And
there's another thing as well, T-Burn. The supports on Vici Gaming, they don't have sentries to deal with Moonlight Shadow. That could be really huge in the next upcoming engagements if Moonlight Shadow is something to be factored in. FY is gonna rotate here over with the familiars, trying to defend and come from the side. Our TK is only just hit level 6.
Yeah, I guess this goes both ways with the Weaver having in Shikuchi as well, and Speed doesn't have for that. But yeah, I think the Moonlight Shadow is gonna be much more significant to try and counter.
Moonlight Shadow is just so useful. Wow,
such a strong spell.
Sing Sing just pressed Starfall. Oh, never mind. I think it was a misclick. He just Starfall and nothing there. And Envy is gonna continue pushing bottom, going for another greedy item. None of his items right now actually gives him hit points apart from changing his threats.
I don't think he wants to fight anyways. I don't think he ever wants to see another hero, even though he has his own.
Look at his skill build. Yeah, look at his skill build. Look at his skill build. Level 1 ultimate at level 11. That is just some farming skill build. He just doesn't want to be any part of. It's very similar to the other day where he didn't get a BKB. He got an Ogre Club on his Luna, but in the end didn't complete the BKB. Chooses to go for completing the Manta style early so he can farm quicker, and going for a Butterfly after that. Not even getting a BKB the whole game.
I mean, it's at least his build is better than like having 2 levels in Lucent Beam and just playing the mind games. Yeah. I mean, I've seen people do that. I think sometimes it's next level where they just skill like 2 levels in Lucent Beam and have 1 level in Eclipse and then max out their other passes and then just mind game people.
Oh, top lane. They are able to pick off RTK there.
Easy peasy disruption arrow.
Yeah. Arrow Shadow Demon uses his disruption to open up and purge later to take away the surge as well. Vici Gaming are going to smoke up here. Not sure if they're going to be able to get anything done. Oh yeah, maybe. Speed Gaming will get Paladai caught out here. He's going to get Dragon Tail
for sure.
Sing Sing will be just watching, not being able to do anything. They're going to rotate Bone 7 over, but it's a little bit too late. Is the familiars going to stop the TP? Wow, almost. That was really close.
Really close, yeah. But looks like they're just gonna 5-man this tower, and Speed is just gonna give this up. EE needs to push out bottom lane really hard right now.
And in the meantime, AUI actually managed to get the tier 1 at middle as well, so all in all, it's still really good for Speed Gaming, getting things done all over the map. And AUI already has his point booster, power trades, and Midas. This enchant, just look at the net worth, man. Arrow's gonna hit on Sylar right now. Are they gonna go in? Starfall. The athletic shield saves him. Time lapse here. DK manages to take down Sing Sing there in return. Disruption gonna be used on Sylar here. Sylar needs to get out. He's really, really low. Do they have a
shield?
Do they have a mech? No mech yet on Vici Gaming. But as I said, look at the net worth of the Enchantress. He's second highest in the game right now, AUI.
And you know, he's the only one who's got a Midas in this game too, so he's gonna be skyrocketing a lot. And look, you can tell, like, the Enchantress and Luna have just been pressuring the tier 2 tower. And VG are having so much trouble just taking the tier 1 right now. Like, the other Titan is just doing work as well, defending these towers. VG feels so pressured right now in all the lanes, and they're probably sitting there wondering, what the hell do we do? We're losing all our lanes, and
I can pinpoint one problem here, Steven. There's one significant weakness. I think is the cost of everything. The Abaddon, too defensive.
The Abaddon, yeah. And you know what? I'm not a big fan of like the Dykes here as well in this version. I mean, I think the nerfs have been really significant, but at the same time, oh, looks like Shadow Demon Portal combo incoming.
Yeah, arrow, disruption, arrow, everything's gonna go down. He's gonna go down right away. Even the Purge used to take him out there. That was some
they want to smoke up to this tower so that the VG don't have the chance to just deny it straight up as well. So maybe we'll see them stick around for the tower, or
the Dragon Knight's gonna TP in behind here at the high ground. F4 is gonna be the one in front since he has his ultimate up.
Oh boy, super!
No. Dragon Tail on E Sama here. Disruption gonna try and buy some time. Arrow not gonna connect to anything. Super. Still hitting.
Tower. Oh, worth it.
He's gonna be able to get a tower in the end. That was actually still worth it because he was dead regardless. There was no way he was gonna escape that.
The fact that he got the tower is what made it worth it for him, because I think he didn't expect the Shadow Blade at all.
Yeah, he did not expect
Shadow Blade pickup, and then just straight out went for the Luna there. Good play by VG, but EE making the best of the situation.
Yeah, Bone 7's gonna teleport down here, try and defend the tower. He has his ultimate up if he needs to. However, Sing Sing has just recently teleported to top, so he won't be part of any fight here at bottom lane. But he's gonna have the chance to take down the tier 1 at top. Disruption coming out. Elder Titan ultimate as well. Super gonna get caught in the corner here. Elder Titan ultimate gonna connect, but two heroes low. No one's gonna go down yet.
But they saved the tower and gave space for Mirana to take top.
Mirana gonna cast his ultimate here. Anything gonna happen? Any ganks? No. They're just gonna use the ultimate to get out of there. And Eternal Enemy is still continuing his farming spree. Completed his Manta, Helm of Dominator, power trades at around 18 minutes. That's a lot of farm for Luna here. Arrow not gonna hit anything. Sylar gonna steal the double damage rune away from Sing Sing.
Wow, look at this Enchantress, man. So close to this Aghanim Scepter. And this is just a carry Enchantress. Like in this entire game, the Enchantress, what she provided was that one kill on the Weaver bottom, and apart from that, everything else was just pressure on the map. Like, the fact that VG couldn't just go, aggressive, or the thought of an Enchantress being in the game alone just put like pressure on VG, and during that time, Aoi just abused it and just farmed away instead of wasting time trying to make something crazy happen.
Yeah, and he's probably gonna follow up with the Mask of Madness after this. All the Western players do that on Enchantress.
Yeah, this is like a really different style of Enchantress, where we see normally teams with Enchantress just try to snowball right away. But those games where you try to snowball with Enchantress, if you ever fail, you fall so far behind, and you basically get like knocked out of the game.
Yeah, Aoi has sent just his Alpha Wolf to scouting out. Yeah, they know that Vici Gaming is doing the Ancients here. They're gonna try and make something happen in the other part of the map. The ward is actually... Did the ward actually scouted RTK around here? Maybe not. Oh, RTK is gonna use his search. He's gonna run in here. Gonna get Lucent Beam up.
Wow. No range for a Purge on him.
I actually thought there was a little bit of opening for Eclipse to be casted. Maybe not. Super's gonna Shadow Blade in here. Try to find an opening here. They really want to use the Darkseer plus Dragonite. They haven't been using that combination to do too much. They're gonna look for a timing here. Gonna push down middle lane. ROTK has
Oh
his
boy,
mech.
looks like Speed want to take the fight to dump.
Oh, Perch on ROTK. He's not the first one
Nice
gonna be aimed
Perch.
down. That was what Vici don't want to happen. The Darkseer has to be in the fights. He can't be the first one down here.
Looks like they're just gonna TP away with the other Titan. They don't want to give any kind of scope to Vici at all.
Yes, Sylar has a double damage from dealing a lot of damage. He can probably still get the tower in the end. I don't foresee the Elder Titan able to defend off the push. Maybe try to deny the tower. That's about the best thing he could do. He's gonna get some damage from the spirit returning to him here, and maybe use the damage to try and deny the tower. He said Sylar's mouse has some problems.
Mic? Yeah, that I mean the fan still on. I can hear it again. Like it's,
yeah, it's.
You should consider lowering it.
Yeah, I'll try, but after seeing if the tower gets denied here, I'm just waiting. They're gonna TP in Shadow Demon. Elder Titan split up, gonna come out. Sylar time lapse.
Oh,
wow. He
wow.
actually time lapse into the. He actually got hit by the Elder Titan ultimate.
Oh, if that poison had hit, would have been very big danger. But Sylar's just gonna bottle up Shikuchi.
Oh no, he might still be in trouble. Sentry walk
right back into them.
Wow, that was. I thought he could have just Shikuchi and TP'd there and get out. Well.
Interesting. Oh well, I think in those kind of situations, it's really hard to judge what it is you should do and where you're gonna go. So you're just kind of a bit panicky as well. So difficult situation.
It was a difficult situation, and he didn't. I don't think he knew that there was no sentry wards behind there as well. So he can't really exactly tell where he should TP and stuff like that. We are really seeing everything, so it's easy for us to decide where is the best point of TP for the Weaver. So hard for the players, but easy for us. Sing Sing's gonna shoot an arrow, try to scout for Roche, but Vici Gaming are not doing the Roche there. Do they have a medallion? No, no medallion yet. Let's check on the items on everybody. Shadow Demon, Arcane Boots, Speed Gaming, Eternal Envy has a Manta, Helm of Dominator. He's probably gonna get a butterfly maybe. That's the greediest thing I think he can go for. Sing Sing has a movement speed build. Phase Boots, Yasha and his drums. AUI has his Scepter done, Power Threads, Midas, and Bone 7 has the all-important mech for his team.
Have you that fan, dude? it's actually, I think it's pretty loud. I think it was better yesterday when you put it down or.
Okay, I actually did something already. Anyway, I'll try another thing.
Oh, it got louder for some reason.
Yeah, hold on. I'll just tone it down even more. Think it should be better now. Is it better for you now?
I don't know. It still sounds the same, but.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I thought it was actually fine yesterday when you were casting. Weird. Anyways,
I'll try to do something about it after the game. So Speed Gaming is gonna run into the jungle here, gonna catch an ROTK. Where is the arrow? Arrow's gonna come in. The Familiar's gonna block the arrow. Oh no!
What? It didn't. But
it didn't. But they're gonna use the shield to get him out of there. So Assumption gonna be casted on the illusion. Sylar's gonna come in from behind with his BKB completed. Gonna get stunned up here. Forced to use his BKB here. Time lapse as well. Gonna Shikuchi out.
Taking so much damage.
Yeah, he took so much damage there. Wow, look at the damage. One imp and supers down to so. Oh my god, that was so much damage.
So much. And nice.
Oh, arrow gonna hit on Sylar here. Starfall gonna hit twice. Soul Catcher as well. Sylar goes down here. That seems to me ends the defense of the tier 2 tower here on top. Vici can't defend with their main carry down.
There was no word for Vici, and Sylar was just retreating. He couldn't even see that arrow coming. It was just really nice. That another arrow. Oh,
this is why you were talking about Sing Sing on Mirana all the time. That's his best hero. No, it doesn't seem like they're gonna be able to fight without Sylar here. They're gonna take a lot of damage on the tier 3 tower. Tower already down to 700 health. Took 900
That's
damage.
Enough pressure for them right now to just back off and just keep farming and build on to this lead. Like the way Speed are doing this is so systematic and nice. Like I can't see I can't see any kind of flaw in the way that they're moving around with, on the map right now. Like BG are stuck between a rock and a hard place. They want to push because they have to, but at the same time they can't because Speed is just in every single lane. consistently pressuring their towers and their base.
Yeah, you're right. I just feel like the Abaddon pickup was a huge setback. Without any stuns apart from the DK stun, it's really hard for them to go aggressive, and they're just gonna smoke up and try to go for Roshan here. Does Speed Gaming know it? That's the important thing. They have multiple ways of scouting out the poison, the spirit, the arrow. The spirit's gonna run over to check the Roshan. Oh no, this is bad. Elder Titan gonna use an aircraft storm here. The storm gonna catch on 2 heroes. Oh boy, where is the arrow? Arrow should be coming really soon here. Where is the arrow? Mirana's gonna run up here, drop his arrow. Arrow coming in.
It's gonna be so bad.
Arrow gonna hit on the Rosh.
Here.
Wow, they're gonna get
Oh
wiped
my
here.
God.
Oh my god, look at the damage. Look at the damage. Eclipse coming in from Eternal Envy as well. 2 heroes down already right from the get-go. Syla forced to pop his BKB and time lapse as well. Not much damage done onto Speed Gaming's heroes here. They have to back off. Is the arrow gonna connect? No, arrow's not gonna connect, but
DK and the Darkseer.
still a really big victory. Oh no. They're gonna chase on the Visage, gonna get disrupted here. He's dead as well. Soul Catcher, Starfall. That's 3 heroes down for Vici Gaming. Are they gonna... Roshan even went down while that was happening.
But they just sacrificed like 3 heroes for that Roshan. So Vici is probably thinking like, okay guys, if we leave this Roshan pit, they're gonna get an Aegis and this game is over anyway. So let's just try to take this Roshan as quick as we possibly can and make whatever we can of the situation, because if we don't, then there's no way for us to come back. So I mean, I'm pretty sure VG know the situation they're in, that the chances of them actually securing this game is like really low. I don't want to say non-existent because I don't know, like I guess
we should never give up on hope.
Yeah, we should never say that it's over, but yeah.
But sometimes you have to say it when it's already over. Sometimes you have to admit if the game is over.
That Earth Splitter though, like it just absolutely wrecked in the Roshan pit. It just threw it where BG would have to exit from, and it just all got hit.
And you know what? I actually like the item build of Bone 7 this time around. He actually went for a Tranquils on Elder Titan with a Soul Ring, and he goes for a Eel Scepter now. He's gonna have a lot of movement speed, and I feel the main reason of the Eel Scepter purchase is just to, during the fights, disable Abaddon mainly. Just use him up so that he can't save his teammates. That's a really good pickup to deal with that. Deal with that pesky Abaddon. So Envy here is gonna farm up the enemy jungle, gonna pick up his Eagle Song, so Butterfly would be his next choice of item. Totally skipping the BKB. That's just really greedy power farming and all the greed in the world. Having an Alpha Wolf give him damage as well to farm even quicker. What do you think Vici can do now? They are just stuck in this corner.
It's hard.
Game is hard.
I would never want to be in VG's position right now with the lineup that they had. You kind of feel like you were kind of pwned from the moment that you picked this lineup. Like VG probably had an idea that what they have is gonna be very good against Speed Gaming. Like they're gonna shield off the Mirana arrow, and they're gonna have like Abaddon tank up Eclipse with his ultimates, and we have the better late game because we have Weaver and Dragon Knight, and then the Enchantress is gonna completely fall off in the mid game and it's gonna be irrelevant. And then all of a sudden Speed just like totally play the game absolutely differently, you know? They just farm the Luna up. She doesn't join any fights, she just split pushes, and the Enchantress doesn't even like try to gank. She just farms up as well, and now she's like the second most farmed hero on the map, and a really powerful character. Syla is just gonna walk away.
They do not have any gem yet.
That's one thing. They have no disable.
Wait, they just got the gem. They actually just got the gem. Well, that was a bit unfortunate. If they had the gem earlier, probably they could have caught out Syla, maybe forced the Aegis to be burned out. Now it's time to push with Envy having his Butterfly. And what level is the disruption on? Disruption is on level 3 now, so they can do their cheeky disruption into the Luna illusions and try to push up here without too much risk.
Oh, so many illusions coming out. Oh god, they're gonna have to just use a glyph just because of the illusions.
You know what, T-Burn? Actually, if you look at the skill build of the Shadow Demon, I don't think you need any more points on the Purge. Actually, it doesn't reduce the cooldown. Only gives
no, it doesn't. It doesn't. Yeah.
Yeah, it only gives 100 damage. So I actually don't really like to scale the Purge. Apart from leaving it at level 1, I will max all my other spells first.
Exactly. Disruption or Soul Catcher is way better than
Yeah.
scaling up the perch.
Yeah, some players just want the damage from the ulti, but I don't really like. I don't really
The
think it's
perch,
important.
the perch is all meant only for the perch, you know. Like the damage that it
It's just a bonus
does,
thing.
you don't factor it in. And here it is, VG coming for the wraparound. They're gonna try and do
Arrow.
something here.
Arrow's gonna hit on Syla actually. They're gonna wrap around, but
they're going
Syla is
all on
stunned
now
in
with
front.
2000
Syla
here.
is stunned in front. He can't really do too much. They're gonna pick off AUI from behind of the enemy lines. They're gonna continue their chase.
This is really big. They're just gonna flee right away. Like
Wow.
the second highest part. Oh
That
boy,
vacuum
Sing
catches out Sing Sing as well. Wow. You know, I actually thought the fight would have went Speed Gaming's way, because when they were actually going in from the side, the arrow hit on Weaver, so it was actually a 4 versus 5 because Weaver can't go in for 5 seconds.
Yeah, but you know what it is, Winter? Like as soon as they went for the Weaver and the Shadow Demon jumped on top of the Weaver as well, the Enchantress was so vulnerable in the back because there was no gem to give vision of the Dragon Knight, and they just all went on the second most farmed hero on speed side. And this Enchantress provides so much damage for them. I think if he's dead, I don't think they can. I don't think they can fight either.
Yeah,
They can, but it'll be really bad.
I'm looking at his skill build. It's really interesting. Everything is at level 1. Even the heal, Nature's Attendance, he didn't even want to scale it. Maxes untouchable and gets all stats.
Yeah, that was just, to be honest, it was a really nice play coming from VG. And the biggest thing is that Speed didn't expect it. And when you don't expect these kind of smoke arounds when you're trying to push a tower, like it can be really costly, and that's what happened there for Speed. They lost their two heroes, but I don't think it changes too much in the game. Maybe Speed feel a bit more hesitant about pushing again, but it should be fine. I think they can just group up one more time and try for the push. But maybe they want Luna to have a BKB, because like there is a lot of magical damage coming out from BG's side, and it could be a problem. But maybe he's just gonna finish like Satanic or something instead, like we saw at the other.
Maybe he can even go for... Yeah, I don't think he can go for like Monkey King Bow or anything else, any more damage. Maybe he just ensures that he doesn't die with the Satanic. I think that would be the best option top lane. They're gonna disrupt Syla. Syla going to be forced to pop his BKB. He's gonna get Purge up. Are they still going to chase here? Yes, they are. Time lapse has to be used here. Syla's gonna run forward here. They still have vision with the gem here, and the blink dagger on the Shadow Demon. Make sure that they can chase it down.
Arrows up again.
Leap is gonna be up in 3 seconds.
They're gonna catch him. He's got
oh no, he's gonna go down here. Shadow Demon disruption. Oh, the arrow's not gonna hit. Doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. Ha! Always there with the 2 shots.
Mass of Madness as well. That was just a really good play. The blink dagger on the Shadow Demon. Difference there. Blink dagger and 4 staff. That was the difference.
Was actually running with the Shadow Demon to get his 4 staff for a while, and then he just picks it up and bam.
They're gonna transition this into a push into top lane. Does Syla have buyback? Yes, Syla has buyback, but he really doesn't want to use it. He needs more farm. And look at the net worth of the Weaver and the Luna. So much different. 6,000 gold. Disruption onto the Luna illusions again. Gonna have so many illusions from the Manta Soul under the...
Now they can just go in. They lost the tier 3 tower, and now we're just gonna hit.
You know what the worst part of it is? Like the glaives are bouncing and the Elder Titan Spirit is next to you. Man.
Look how much damage Super is taking, and he's supposed to be that tanky Dragon Knight, right? So, and that's just gonna be a free Rax. Oh boy.
They're not even gonna take any risks. After the illusions went down, they are just gonna go back and let the creeps finish the job. That's just really disciplined, and everything so strategically planned well by Speed Gaming there. Not taking any risks and getting the Raxes backing off, going to continue to snowball their advantage. Very nicely done there, T-Burn, by your comrades.
I think I'm just more interested to see what Luna's gonna buy next.
Has to be a Satanic, right? Has to be.
Has to be, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, they're not even fighting. They're just like, okay, let's just push them with our spells and illusions and nothing.
But what else do you get now? I'm thinking actually, what else do you get? What else do you get on the Luna now?
You know what? I guess Satanic is okay because there's only 1 stun coming from DK, and if he's not like stunned by that thing, then if he ever does get low, just pop Satanic and it starts just life stealing.
He bought something. He bought something. Yeah, it's a Satanic.
Satanic. Yeah. Okay. Makes sense. You know, it's so like weird for us not to see like Luna's buying Satanic, because we're just used to like every single carry buying Satanic. So
yeah, I think the Luna
like
Satanic is really strong because The
No,
longer.
sorry, not Satanic. I'm talking about BKB.
Oh,
Sorry.
BKB.
I
Okay.
big mistake. We're used to Luna's buying BKB, and not used to them not buying.
But
BKB.
why do you
I
need
was
a
just-
BKB against Vici Gaming? There's only one stun like Dragon Tail.
Yeah,
And
one stun. But normally when I see this kind of lineup, I'm thinking like, okay, you're gonna get vacuumed into a wall, and then there's like Visage nuking you all the time. But this Luna is so farmed that it doesn't even matter if that happens, because he's just gonna lifesteal it all back. Yeah, the Satanic. So.
and he has a haste rune too. I actually personally feel that he's only one of the few carries always constantly during the late game. If he sees a good rune, he will ask the mid lane player with the bottle to give him the bottle so he can take the double damage or haste rune, and will always use it to maximum effect during the fights.
Oh yeah.
He's the only
And
guy
there's
that
also
he's the only guy that does that.
and the other thing is like when you have like a BKB and a bottle, you can like BKB cast
Oh,
double
arrow! Arrow gonna catch out F5 here. They're gonna go.
That's ultimate. Whoa, he didn't actually.
He actually got 4 staff downwards. Is it by RTK? No. DK is gonna initiate behind. Oh, Pilot, they're gonna go down first through that stun. Splitter gonna catch out a DK as well. Visage is gonna go down to the Enchantress like you mentioned. Enchantress here. AUI doing so much damage. Look at the damage from the Impetus. It's gonna take out even more heroes by that. If he gets one more imp on the Dragon Knight, is he gonna get one more? No, they're not gonna chase. They're contented in taking the Roshan here. Wow, that illusions is really painful. Eternal Emmy, you really don't want the Darkseer to have illusions of yourself. Arrow gonna hit on FY here. Super's gonna go in, stuns on AUI 2000 here on the Enchantress. Mac gonna get healed up. Look at the damage from the Impetus there, Keeban. Look at the damage. So much damage. U Scepter as well. They might be able to get the Weaver here. Loosen Beam, stun him up.
Wow,
They need to get one more imp
so
on
much
him.
damage.
One more Impetus. Can they get it?
He's gonna try for an arrow. Can 60 do it?
Arrow.
Can 60 do it? Ah! No.
No, that was just way too hard, but it's still a really big victory for Sweet Gaming.
Enchantress is actually rather low on mana. I think he's gonna. Is
Hex?
that a Hex or I think it's.
Hex? Why not Hex?
Why not Hex indeed?
Yeah, why not Hex? Manta Saw pop by Eternal Enemy. This is just over for me. Like they can't defend against this without the wall.
My goodness, look at this!
Look
Look at this!
look at the Enchantress.
Visage. If his second attack was actually an Impetus hit, he would have killed that Visage.
Yeah, he would have, for sure. DK
Wow,
forced to buy back
three-shotting
here.
a Visage.
Look at the glaives, man. That's ridiculous. That is ridiculous. They're just doing so much damage with all the illusions from the Manta.
Yeah, he's gonna say
Disruption,
he's
gonna
gonna,
create
like,
more
take his-
illusions from the Luna here. Wow, look at the glaives bouncing left and bouncing right. Arrow gonna connect on ROTK, is gonna go down to the glaives. Super taking so much damage from the glaives as well. BKB not gonna help you, my buddy. GG call out by RTK, the captain. That's enough. That's it. They had enough of the glaives and the Enchantress ultimate doing so much damage to them. Such a well played game by Speed Gaming. Do you have anything to add on to their game, your friends? Speed Gaming.
I think I'm very impressed by the way that they played this game. Like they made it look so simple and so easy. It's like you played a lineup absolutely perfectly in my opinion. The
You
way
know
they
what?
did it, there was nothing more I think they could have done. Yeah.
The whole thing was so nicely done, and I've only one thing to say about it. C'est parfait. In French, it means perfect. C'est parfait.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
So
know what?
that
There was.
yeah, you go ahead before I close things
I
out.
was, I was gonna say like I'm just so impressed with their play, and hopefully BG are gonna have something else up their sleeve, knowing that their regular thing is not gonna play out, and maybe they're gonna try and play the Chen or the Ench next game
Yeah.
and try to make some plays happen, and not the Abaddon Vistage. A little bit too passive, I think, for BG.
Yeah, hopefully they switch things up and gives us a better performance later. So that wraps things up for the first game. Speed Gaming will lead the series 1-0 right now, and we'll take a short break and be right back for the second game. Stay tuned, guys.